Okay, so what is the last thing, students, that we have done in the previous class? We were talking about human brain, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So what is the last thing you people have written? Someone say. Afreen, what is the last thing you've written in your notebook? No one has written anything. Huh?
Ma'am, I think we wrote about the midbrain and the hindbrain.
Wrote about the.
We were writing about the midbrain and the hindbrain.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now everyone switch on your videos. You people don't listen.
Ma'am, I'm actually outside and I won't be able to switch on my video.
Your voice is not clear, Ritika.
Ma'am, I'm outside and I won't be able to switch on my video.
Why? What happened?
I'm not at home.
Okay. Okay, so we were talking about the midbrain and the hindbrain. We have already discussed about the forebrain, wherein we saw that forebrain is the part of the brain wherein the actual, you can say, thinking part occurs, or all of the things that makes us who we are, whether it is the memory, whether it is the logic, recognition, auditory response, then hearing thing, every single thing is done by the cerebrum, and it is the largest part of the human brain. Hypothalamus, which is another part of the forebrain, it is the endocrine gland. We saw that how the midbrain forms the connecting region in between the forebrain and the hindbrain. That's the function of the midbrain. It acts like a bridge responsible for transmission of signals from the forebrain to the hindbrain. So it's like present in between those two. What is the midbrain responsible for? It is responsible for the motor control, vision, hearing, temperature regulation, and alertness of our body. If you see over here, talking, this is the whole entire human brain, wherein cerebrum forms the largest region in the drawing, the biggest part. These curvy lines that you see on your screen, these are the cerebrum part, wherein it performs most of the function. Then we saw the midbrain. So let's see what's written here. Further more information. So when we talk about the forebrain, the cerebrum, it is the main thinking center. And if you see the cerebrum from the top, from here, it has been divided into left and the right parts. And those parts are called as the cerebral hemispheres. So two hemispheres we have, left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. Now the memory, it comes under this. Problem solving also comes under this. Decision making, emotions, voluntary movement, all of these things, they come under the functions of the cerebrum. Then we discussed about the hypothalamus, which is an endocrine gland. Now, hypothalamus is that part of the forebrain which is primarily responsible for releasing hormones. Secondly, they are responsible for the body temperature, hunger and thirst, sleep and wake cycles, the mood changes in the human being. All of that is the function of the hypothalamus, which is a part of the forebrain, and it is an endocrine gland. Then we talked about the midbrain. So midbrain is, like the name only suggests, that it is found in the middle of a head and it is connecting the top and the bottom parts of the brain together. Top and bottom means the forebrain and the hindbrain. Now midbrain is particularly responsible for the quick responses that we produce. Quick responses, right? Now it helps our eyes to follow the moving objects. So like even during the motion, your eyes can spot things and understand that what is it and what it is not through the midbrain. It makes us turn our head when we hear a loud noise. It helps us stay balanced whenever we walk. Okay? And then comes the part hindbrain. But up until now, you people have understood the functions of forebrain and the midbrain?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see some other functions of the forebrain. So it is the thinking part of the brain, controls the voluntary actions, it stores the information, it receives sensory impulses from the various parts of the body and it integrates it. And it is the center associated with hunger. So we feel hungry, it's because of the forebrain and also because of the this thing. The hypothalamus also helps us to feel hungry. Now, furthermore, the next thing, we have the hindbrain that we have to discuss. Now, the midbrain and the hindbrain all together, they are responsible for controlling the involuntary actions of our body. Involuntary meaning something that is not under our control, right, students? So all the involuntary activities, it is collectively controlled by the midbrain and the hindbrain. Now the hindbrain has medulla, it has pons, and it has cerebellum. Three parts are there in the hindbrain. Now the medulla region of the hindbrain, it is responsible for controlling some of the involuntary activities like blood pressure, salivation, vomiting, that is controlled by the medulla. And when we talk about the cerebellum, now cerebellum is a very tiny part which is like tiniest part of the human brain and it is responsible for the balance and posture of our body. So here if you see it, that hindbrain has three parts. Cerebellum, which is responsible for the control of the posture, the balance, and it also helps in the precision of the voluntary action. Precision as in, like if you think about it, if you think about a baby and you think about you, so you can also pick up a pen, the baby can also pick up a pen. And if anyone asks you to write, you can write properly, detailed handwriting and diagrams and everything you can draw. But if you think a baby can do so, no. So that precision, it comes with the cerebellum. So as with age, the cerebellum slowly like develops more and more and it becomes properly developed and then we can perform all the precise actions. The medulla part of the hindbrain, it controls the involuntary actions like blood pressure, salivation, and vomiting. Lastly, the pons, they are also responsible for involuntary actions as well as the regulation of respiration, meaning our breathing rate, whether we breathe fast or whether we breathe slow. That is also controlled by the pons area of our brain. Is it clear, students? Any doubts?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
Okay. Now, if you see over here, the hindbrain, it sits at the base of our brain near our neck. Right? So it is like the basal portion of our brain which forms our hindbrain. Now, what it does is that it manages the balance, it manages the posture, and this part of the human brain is extremely important for heart rate and breathing. It can increase our breathing rate, it can decrease our breathing rate, it can increase our heartbeat and also decrease our heart. Now, the hindbrain is a collection of three parts, as I discussed, cerebellum, pons, and medulla. When we talk about the cerebellum, it looks like a small wrinkled ball. It keeps us balanced when we walk or run. It makes our movements smooth and graceful, right? And you might have seen that people that, that are alcoholic drinkers. So they have problem in staying still or they have problem in walking straight. Why? Because when a person drinks alcohol, that alcohol makes the judgment cloudy. It makes the cerebellum messed up so that a person doesn't even know how to walk up straight. And the cerebellum, it helps the pons to act like a bridge in our brain. Talking about the pons. So pons, it is a round bulge on the brain stem and it is located above the medulla and below the midbrain. So this pons will be acting like a bridge because it also connects different parts of the human brain. And it appears as a broad band of nerve fibers running across the brain stem. That is what the pons do. Let us see. It makes sure we breathe the right way. So whenever you're not stressed, whenever there's no tension or worry or any kind of, thing to make you alert, your breathing is very normal, very fine. Like how you people are sitting right now, none of your breath would be higher, right? Unless you people are running. So it makes sure that we breathe right. It helps us sleep peacefully, our pons, and it also controls our facial expression. So that is the pons. And last part is the medulla part of the hindbrain. So the medulla oblongata, it's also called as medulla oblongata. It is the lowest part of the brain stem, connecting the brain to the spinal cord. So it has a cone-like shape and it contains the vital control center for basic life function. So it is like responsible for doing those things for us that needs to be done throughout our life without any stoppage, like heart beating. It makes our keeps our heart beating for all our life. It makes sure that we keep on breathing no matter what happens. Like whenever we go to sleep, it's not that as we fall asleep, we stop breathing. That's not the case. It helps us to swallow the food, then learn physical skills like riding a bicycle, playing an instrument. All of that is because of the medulla oblongata. Is it clear, students? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay, now you people note down. You have written the forebrain part, right? You write this part of the forebrain also, this part you might have not written. You can note it down.
Ma'am,
Yes, Umair?
I'm not at home, so I won't be able to write the notes. Will you be able to send it in a PDF form?
Okay, you're not at home.
Yeah,
Why aren't you at home? This is your class time.
like I'm on a vacation to Sri Lanka. I'm not in Oman.
Okay, it's okay. You don't write right now. I'll see to it, okay? Have you
Okay.
understood the thing that I've got?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Next. Well, all of you are done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Done, students? Done till here? Yes, everyone's done till here, students?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Done, students? Done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubts? Any doubts up until now? Anything you people want to ask me? No one? Abdullah, Ritvika, anything you
No,
people
ma'am.
want to ask me?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Abdullah, you're understanding, na? Whatever things I'm teaching?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good.
I understand.
Very good. Done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is everyone done till here? Midbrain is done, right? Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, everyone's done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Ma'am, done.
Done. Everyone's done.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
I'm done.
All right, everyone's done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so up until now, we have seen the various parts of the human brain, each of its function and where it is important for us. Now, coming on to the last thing of this particular part, like the part of the central nervous system, the last topic is the spinal cord. Now, just like how the brain needs extra protection, so does the spinal cord. The spinal cord also needs that extra protection. So, in the case of the